What's up guys? Today I'll be doing a review of the Fly Superlace X boxing gloves. So stay tuned.
Uber up the styles like miles and shit. Like 60s funky worms with waves and perms. Just sending junkie.
Alright guys, so we have the new Fly Superlace X boxing gloves. Just give you guys a little close-up look of these. Both gloves here. I got mine in 14 ounce. They currently just make these in a lace-up. I believe they're going to come out with a Velcro version, also known as the Super Loops. But you can see they're pretty clean. Nothing else as far as design-wise. They don't look, they're not too crazy with the design. They just got that Fly logo on the back, which I like. It's really nice and clean looking. And you can see the material. I'll talk about this a little bit more. I'm going to do a comparison video between these and Winnings, but the material on these and Winnings look almost identical. Which raises some questions. Let's go see how much these weigh. So, zero that. Put these on the scale. See how much they weigh. So these are about an ounce over. These are about 15 ounces. These are supposed to be 14, so about an ounce over, but not a huge deal. Again, they're training gloves. I wouldn't be so much concerned about the weight of the glove as I am just the feel and the padding of them. So, what's up guys, Carlo here, and today I'm excited to bring you a review of the Fly Superlace X boxing gloves. As you can see, I got mine in the blue color scheme, 14 ounces, and I'd like to give a shout out and a thank you to my friends over at Fly for sending me these gloves to try and do a review on. And these are Fly's first version or first iteration of a synthetic leather glove. Now, if you're familiar with Fly, they've been around for some time now and create just amazing gloves, amazing quality gloves. They're based out of the UK. And up to this point, all their leather has been all sourced out from over there in the UK. They use Scottish hides. It's a very proprietary style of leather, and it has a very luxurious feel, look, smell, everything to it. But again, with that comes the price point. Obviously, you know, Fly gloves, just like Winnings and Grants, some of the higher end premium gloves, they're very expensive, and not everybody is either one can afford it or two would want to spend that kind of money. So I definitely like and applaud the fact that Fly decided to come out with a synthetic glove, which brings the price down considerably and gives everybody, more people, the opportunity that have the budget for it to try these gloves out and use them at the gym. The good news is that the interior of the glove and the foam and the padding is all the same. So structurally, this glove is essentially the same thing as their regular Superlace gloves or their Super Loops, which are the Velcro version, except for the outer casing, which is synthetic. So let's go over the 5 things. First is going to be the glove design. As you can see here, what I like about Fly is that they're really simple and clean. You can see that it comes in this blue color scheme. I also forgot to mention that they also come in white, red, and black, but they're currently sold out right now. I believe when Fly came out with these just a couple weeks ago, they came off and they flew off the shelves and were sold within a couple of days. So I believe they're currently in the process of making more available, but they are currently sold out. With that being said, 4 different color choices, and I believe you can choose anywhere from 10 to 18 ounces as far as sizes go. They currently do not have a Velcro version of the synthetic Fly glove, but I believe that they are in the wheels have been put in motion to make a Velcro version as well. But back to the design of the glove, you can see it has their standard Fly logo on the back of the hand, and that's pretty much it. The rest of the glove is really clean and simple. That's my favorite look. You can see it has double stitching throughout. The construction of the glove is pretty much identical to their standard leather models. Again, you can see right there, all the stitching is done pretty nicely. The profile of the glove is about medium to compact. So this is a 14-ounce glove, and I felt that these gloves are a pretty compact glove. So you got to keep that in mind as well. The quality of the glove is fantastic. Overall craftsmanship is on point, man. I've never been disappointed with the actual quality and craftsmanship of the Fly gloves. As you can see here, this synthetic leather that they use, it looks almost identical, if not the same as winning boxing gloves, which raised a lot of questions for me. And I'll do a review, or should I say a comparison review between these Flies, these synthetic Flies, as well as the winnings. But the first thing I said to myself when I pulled these out of the box was like, damn, these look exactly like winnings, like the actual material that they use. And I know that winning advertises their gloves as leather, so I was just kind of confused a little bit that the synthetic material is not like that cheap synthetic material you see on some of the lower end budget gloves. I mean, these don't feel cheap at all. You can see that the synthetic is really nice, durable, and again, really reminds me, I'm gonna try to get it as close as I can for you guys, but really reminds me of the same leather that winning gloves use. But you can see the quality is there, man. All along the seam, the edges, the back of the wrist, double stitching, no frayed stitching. Again, you can tell they really take their time in creating these gloves. I'll show you the palm side. You can see that it has that leather attached thumb there, or should I say the synthetic leather attached thumb. You have your grip bar. No ventilated hole, so that would have been nice to see some extra ventilation there on the thumb and on the palm side. Good, nice long laces. The laces are similar to winning, where they use these round laces rather than the flat. I actually prefer the round laces. I find them to tie and stay tied better than the flat laces, in my opinion. And then you have this satin liner on the inside. It's really nice and sleek. It almost feels like silk, if I were to describe it. Again, this is the same liner that they use in their regular gloves, so I like the fact that they didn't cut corners and cheapen out on the rest of the actual glove. So obviously the quality is definitely there. Now comfort, again, is a big feature with these Fly gloves, these Fly Superlace. You put your hand in here, it feels like it's just made for your hand. I dare to say that these are more comfortable than winnings, if not as comfortable as them. They do have a little bit of a break-in period at first. They use a high density, I believe a multi-layer foam on the inside. They haven't really said too much about the kind of foam they use. I believe it's, obviously they're not going to tell everybody, that's their secret of what they use on the inside. But it has a pretty firm density to it, so it's a really nice glove. You can see how right there. But the comfort of it's really nice. Your hand's in the perfect position. With this, the thumb feels really good. My first complaint when I had the old 16-ounce Superlace gloves, my navy blue ones, was that I felt my thumb jammed right at the tip. With these, it doesn't feel that way. So maybe it was just a one-time thing, or they corrected it. But my thumb feels good in this. I didn't feel any discomfort. You can see right there, I can open and close my hand fairly decently. Again, these are not 100% broken in. You're going to have to use these a few times at the gym to really get them loosened up. I've used them about 2 to 3 times already, and now they feel really good. One thing I also did notice with the comfort of the glove was it was a little tight around the thumb here, but again, after about two training sessions, this really loosened up well, and I don't have any issues with discomfort. The grip bar is in a nice position. Aside from the thumb, I really like the fingertip area. Fingertip feels really good, not too narrow, not too wide. The hand compartment is perfect size too, so you don't feel like your hand shifts, sideways. So that's really nice. You can really make a good fist and really clench down. I like the material they use. Aside from that silk-like material that encases the inside of the hand compartment, I like the fact that they use kind of a rolled, I don't know if it's rubber or some kind of synthetic material on the fingertip here. That way you can really curl your hand over and make a good fist. So the comfort-wise is really nice. You can see right here that the wrist is really nice as well. Everything lines up well. And again, the profile, I would say it's a medium to compact. It's not a huge glove by any means. So protection-wise, these gloves are great. I would describe the knuckle protection as well balanced. I feel that it does everything really well. I feel that you can use these for bag work, sparring. It's a great all-around gym glove. I could really land some really heavy power shots with this and not feel any discomfort. You also have about a almost half-inch layer of medium density foam padding that goes up along the wrist to give you that extra rigidity and support along here. So you can see that extra padding right there. And it's not EVA foam, or EVA is a lot, when you to tap it, it feels harder. This doesn't feel as hard as EVA. This has a little bit more of a softer feel. And then you have about that same half-inch layer, maybe a little less, on the back side of the wrist right here. And that gives you some more support. So when you obviously tie these up, you can lace that up and give yourself extra support. But I like the fact that you have the front and the back, so you're basically you're sandwiching your wrist into place with these gloves. So performance-wise, the wrist is really good. I like how they hit the bag. You get a good pop out of these. You don't really get a thud. It's more of a good pop. The feedback on the bag is really good as well, and it's just a great all-around performer. So I would definitely compare these. And I hate to do comparisons, but I would definitely compare these to winning. I'd say maybe they surpassed them by a little bit in terms of just an overall package. Now, cost-wise, these are 180 British pounds, which translates to be about, right now, currency conversion-wise, it's about 223 US dollars. So compared to their regular models, which I believe start at 320 British pounds, which is a little bit above 400, you're looking at almost a $200 savings with getting these synthetic models. So that shaves off a significant amount of money in terms of savings if you were to go with the synthetic, which I think is great. I mean, for me personally, based on the way these perform, they feel almost, identical to their regular models. I'm almost dare to say that they're going to be selling a lot more of these synthetic models. I mean, they're already sold out, but they're going to be selling a lot more of these than they are the regular. Now, the regular leather is fantastic. I think the quality of those are actually obviously better than these, which justifies the price. The leather is just beautiful quality, and there's no other leather I've seen like it in any other gloves I've tried in the Fly genuine leather. But from a price point and bang for the buck, you can't beat these compared to their leather, genuine leather gloves. I just think because you're basically getting the same technology and you're just putting a different skin on it. So, and obviously the price point is a lot better, especially around 200 bucks. Say for example, you're looking at getting some Reyes gloves that are 180, maybe 190. You're $20-30 away from getting yourself some Fly gloves. So now you're kind of getting into the discussion of like, hey, now I might just spend that extra 40 bucks and get me some Flies, the Fly, Superlace X gloves, rather than some Reyes or some other high-end gloves that cost just as much, or around the $200 price point. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box and where you can find these Superlace X boxing gloves. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.